Let us wait for 7 minutes, okay, so that others could also join. Okay, please be patient. Good afternoon, Mukul. Good afternoon, Vedant. Good afternoon, Mai. Just be patient. Okay. Also, everyone, today we will have a quiz. Okay, quiz number 2. So it is very important. 100% everyone has to attempt. So please tell your batchmates, colleagues, batchmates, friends, everyone. Okay, who attend today's webinar. Okay, today's session, because the quiz would also be there, and also we have to build an app. Yes, we have to build an app. Correct, Praveen. Thanks. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Vivek. So just be patient. Let us wait for few more minutes, 2-3 minutes more. Let it be around 2:30, students, because I have to announce about the quiz. Good afternoon, Mukul. Good afternoon, Vivek. Praveen, good afternoon. Muskan, good afternoon. Hello, Shreyas. Hello. Good afternoon, Shravani. Good afternoon. Don Manish Patin, good afternoon. Hello. Sir, can we use TypeScript instead of JavaScript in React? Yes, if you are already aware, if you are comfortable writing TypeScript, then you can use. Actually, to be honest, all production grade code is written in TypeScript. Okay? So if somebody is telling you otherwise, then there could be two scenarios. Maybe actually their company uses JavaScript in production. So maybe but eventually they will have to use, frameworks like Adonis JS. Okay, you can search Adonis JS. Okay, in backend they have to use Adonis. It is like TypeScript first. I'll just show you since you have asked. Like this is only for those who are like interested in TypeScript. Okay, this has nothing to do with course which I am telling you. Okay, since Sahil has asked me about TypeScript, I am telling. This has nothing to do with our program. I'm just like telling you. This is just extra. So Adonis JS is like a TypeScript first based web framework for backend. So people who use TypeScript in production grade, they usually don't use Express. Express is used by like very small startups and like mid-cap companies. It is very good for freshers. Express is very good for freshers. For you know, Express is very good for freshers regarding making web frameworks, making projects, and it is also very much used in mid-cap companies and startups. A lot of MNCs, maybe they have Express, maybe not. Okay, if they are using old code, definitely they will have Express. Otherwise, they will have Fastify or something. But people with TypeScript usually avoid Express and go for Adonis. Okay, but there are so many frameworks. It is. Industry itself is not very adamant on using any particular framework. Whatever use case they have, they use. So if you want to use the TypeScript, definitely go ahead, but you have to understand that some things work better with TypeScript and some things work better with JavaScript. It's not like JavaScript is not the standard. JavaScript is standard, but a lot of companies uh, who want to make production grade code, they have to use TypeScript. Okay, but you don't have to worry. Nobody in entry level positions and entry level devs, they are writing a lot of TypeScript code. If you know JavaScript 100%, then okay, Manish, you have raised hand. Any problem? Uh, I think chat is disabled for this program. I'm not aware regarding this. Okay, you guys can chat on Telegram. That you can do definitely. And also you can see the chat window while I'm sharing the screen. So you can read others' chat also. So apologies. Good afternoon, Manu. Good afternoon. Let us start. I think we have 200. No, we do not have 200. Let us wait for 2 minutes more because I have to make an announcement regarding quiz. Okay. I have to make an announcement regarding quiz. Okay, so we have 200 people. Okay, so I wanted to discuss a very important topic. I'll just share my screen, everyone. Just give me thumbs up if my audio is clear and if my screen is being shared with you all. Okay, okay. Just give me an emoji reaction. That would be okay. Okay. So let us start. It's already 2:15, and I don't know why so few people are here. Please remind them if who is there. Okay. So we wanted to build a Pokédex app. Okay. We wanted to build a Pokédex app. Okay. But before that, there is one more concept, which is like inside promises, there is a thing called as promise.all. I'll show you. Okay. So there's a thing called as promise.all. Okay. So you will see it in a lot of old code bases. Okay. And okay, you will also see it in modern like any modern code base that is want to chain a lot of promises, want to use a lot of promises at the same time, making it super effective and super fast, uses promise.all. So I will just discuss an example. Okay, wow, it is asked in interviews also. So that is good. So we will discuss this and then we will start making Pokédex app, because when you will be doing integration, you will API integration, you will understand that promise.all is very effective. Okay. So let us do that. Okay. So let me just open VS Code and I will just make a folder, everyone. Everyone make a folder of promise all like this. Okay. Make a folder promise.all. Promise all folder. I have made a folder promise all. Okay. And one more folder you make, calling it Pokédex. Okay, so two folders. First, this folder promise all, and another one is this Pokédex. So in both of them, we will be making something. Okay. So first, a very simple and very quick example I want to show you in promise.all. Okay, promise all folder. Okay, so how many folders we want? One folder promise all and another folder Pokédex. So let me just open promise all folder, everyone. Open your VS Code. Open your VS Code and open the folder. Open the folder. I am using a shortcut actually of folder, so you won't be seeing me opening the folder. So this is the shortcut. If you want to use it, feel free to use it. So I'll just open the folder promise all. Okay. So I have opened this folder promise all. Okay. I don't know if you are able to see. I have just opened the folder naming promise all, because we will discuss a promise.all concept. Okay. So what I will do, I'll just make an index.html file and an app.js file like this. So two files you have to make, index.html and app.js. Okay. Just do it. Just do it and let me know. So I will repeat again. There is this promise all folder that I have shown. Okay. The name is promise all. And another folder is Pokédex. Pokédex folder we will use at last. Okay. Not now. Okay. So there is this promise all folder. Okay. Which I have made. Promise all folder. Okay. So promise all folder is there and Pokédex folder is there. So promise all folder. So what I will do, I will just, I have opened this promise all folder. See, I have opened this promise all folder in VS Code. That's it. Done. Give me some reaction if you're done. Opened promise all folder, everyone. Okay, okay. Open in group. Projects have to be done in group. Good afternoon, Dipansh. So what I've done, I have made a folder promise all. I will see the name is promise all on desktop. You just have to make a folder of promise all. Okay. And Pokédex folder. Pokédex folder, keep it for later use. Okay. We are not making an app. First, I am telling you about a concept called as promise.all. Okay. When we have to use promise again and again and again, we use promise.all. So that function I will be telling you about. So we will have to make a separate example. So I have made a separate folder for it. Here we will practice promise.all. This concept we will use in Pokédex also. That is why. Okay. So I have made two files, index.html and app.js. These two files. Please make these two files, index.html and app.js, inside a folder called promise.all. Promise all, sorry. Okay, then again I'll write a boilerplate code, and here I will write promise.all or all. Okay, and here we will not do anything. Just JavaScript we will write. So, JavaScript. Okay, and here in heading I will just write promise.all something like that. And in the JavaScript, I will just write a script tag, and I will write src, and in src I will write dot front slash app.js. That's it. Just do these things. Do these things just. And also let us run this with live server, everyone. Run this with live server. Yeah, it is working. Okay, it is working. Okay, so it is working. Open the console window, please. Open the console window. This one. Okay, here we will see our JavaScript. Okay, so this setup done, everyone. Give me a high five or something if this has been done. Till now, this has been done. Very important concept, guys. What about others? Group members would be given by us. Okay, so group members would be decided by our team. Okay, they will tell you. Okay, so you will get your team members, the email IDs and everything, contact info, and then like you have to collaborate and make. So in team there would be around 4 members, I guess. Okay, done this much. I guess most of you have done. Okay, so I will just go to my app.js and I will tell you something. Okay. I will tell you something. Okay. Done. I think this much is done. Everyone is showing. So I have made a script tag and I have attached this src, and src is equal to this app.js file, and the topic is promise.all. Okay. So this much is done, and I have run it on my live server. Okay. So you have to run this index.html5 on live server. That's it. So let us do it. So first is we will like understand promise.all. Okay. So first is like without without what? Without promise.all, what happens? Okay, so without promise.all, what happens? Okay, so first we will see this. So without using promise.all, what happens? So what I will do, I will make a function. Okay, let it be like this. Okay, so without promise.all, what happens? I'll just tell. So here, what happens actually? Let us make a function like const and fetch Pokemon. Okay, like this arrow function. Okay, so I will fetch the Pokemon details. Okay, I will get the Pokemon details. Okay, and I will use the API. Okay, so what API I will use? I will use some API. So what API I'll use? I will just go to everyone. Just go to Google and type Poke API. Okay, Poke API, everyone. So I will also go Poke API like this. So you have to go to Poke API. Okay, and I'll just click. I'll get this Pokemon API. So a whole backend API is there. Okay, so I'll just scroll down and I can see a lot of things. So they're telling us about offset, everything. Okay. Let us copy this much. Wait, just remove this ditto and only Pokemon one I will copy. So I will just copy and I'll just paste it here. That's it. So it is giving me how many Pokemons? How many Pokemons are we getting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, around 20, I guess. So what I will do, I will use a query called as limit. Okay, so I will limit it to, let's say, 4. So question mark limit is equal to 4. Okay, will limit to only 4 Pokemons. Will limit to only 4 Pokemons. Okay, so just for this example, I am using this limit because what will happen when we will get the data? Do you know this this API has I don't know, thousands of Pokemon. Thousands of Pokemon. No, I think 900 Pokemon maybe. I think how many Pokemons are there total? Maybe 900. Okay, so there are, let's say, hundreds of Pokemon. That data usually does not come at the same time. Okay, because the person who has the backend engineer who has made this API, the backend engineer who has made this API, okay, they have made it in such a way that they have adopted limitations. Okay, so they are putting a query of limit which is around 12. Okay, so I am also putting a limit of 4. So let us copy this, everyone. Copy this and put this in our API like this and save it. So this is the URL. Okay, I'll give it to you also, just in case you are not getting. We will use this in our Pokedex API also. Okay, so I've shared it in Q&A section. Just see. Okay, so yeah, so this is the one. Now what I will do? First, you have to understand that APIs return promise by default. Okay, so we are expecting a promise. So this function has to be an async function. Okay, this function that is receiving this API has to be an asynchronous operation. So yeah, So I put it like this, right? And then what I will do, let us write something like const on list is equal to, we will wait for this. Okay, we will wait for this URL. So there is a function to get data. Okay, to get a backend data, there is a function which is inbuilt in JavaScript called fetch. Like this. Okay, this fetch. If you just go to the MDN reference, I'll just show you. So this is the documentation of fetch. A fetch. Wait, where it is? Where's the definition? See, fetch defines the resource that you want to fetch. Okay, so it can be a string, object, or a URL which has some data. So most importantly, to receive the data from any API, we have to use fetch. Okay, so it is inbuilt. A fetch does not reject all these things are there. Okay, so we will learn about this in detail. But for now, if somebody asks you, I'll just write it here. So fetch helps us to get, okay, which is an HTTP method actually. Okay, to retrieve the backend data. Okay, so fetch helps us to retrieve, to get the backend data, to be honest, to get the backend data. Okay, and this HTTP protocol, how should I tell? Okay, just in case if you are unaware about HTTP, just write it down. Give me a moment. Okay, see, what you have to understand that there is our front end app. Okay, so this is our front end, the HTML and React. Okay, so this is front end, which is our React. Okay, which is actually our HTML. Okay, so this is the front end. Then there is back end, which is our server. It would be a computer sitting somewhere. Okay, so this is our server. Plus, there would be a database. Okay, okay, so database and all these things. So what happens? There would be data that is coming from front end. Okay, there's the data that is coming from front end. Okay, that data is called as request. You can note it down. Okay, and there is a data that is given by backend, that is called as a response. I will explain once more in backend thing, but you have to understand. So this, what you are seeing, this fetch is actually a request. Who is making the request? Our React app is, sorry, our front end is making the request here. We are inside HTML. So we want to get a request. So this is a request. What we are doing. This is a request. Okay, request. This is a request. This is our backend. Whole backend API is here. Whole backend. Okay, which means server and database. Okay, so whole backend is this. So we will make a request. We will make a request. Okay, using fetch. So when we make a request, okay, when we will make a request, what will happen? The server will give a response. The server will give a response. Okay. So here what we are doing a request. And also what you have to understand that when we do request and when server is sending a response, they both communicate with each other. They both communicate with each other. So when they communicate with each other, what you have to understand is that when you like communicate with each other, maybe you are using a single language, okay, like let's say Gujarati, Marathi, Telugu, okay, Hindi, English, okay. So both of you are using one language to communicate with each other, okay. So the front end and back end also use a simple language, which is JavaScript object notation. Okay, this we already have discussed a little bit. So this language, which is this JavaScript object notation with which they both talk with each other. So what happens? There is a system to send data. Okay. There is a system to send data. Okay. Protocol. Okay. Some rules and regulations. So one of them is this get API, get HTTP method, which I'm talking about. So HTTP is hypertext transfer protocol. We will discuss this more in backend, but you should know this already. A little bit of introduction you should have. So HTTP is hypertext transfer protocol. Protocol means a set of rules. Okay, a set of rules. So this HTTP is a set of rules that everyone has to follow if they want to communicate with browser. So this HTTP has different methods, which we will cover more in detail in backend. So one of them is get, which is used to get data. So we are using this fetch. By default, it uses get data, get HTTP method. Okay. So get HTTP method is a request. Get HTTP method is a request which front end is sending to backend. Okay. Okay. So we are sending request to backend. Backend will send a response. What response he will send? A data. How are we making request? Using HTTP methods and okay. So this fetch enables an HTTP method. Okay, don't worry. We will discuss this in more details, but you should have this. Take a screenshot or something. I will also take a screenshot and give it to you. Okay. So these are the things. Okay, let me just quickly clear it out. And now let us write some code so that you can understand it more clearly. So this fetch, inside this fetch, I will write this API URL. Okay. And just here only what I will do. Okay, just here only I will attach a then function. Okay, I can attach a try catch also. Let me attach a try catch. Give me a moment. Let us put this inside a try block. Okay, so both of this I will put it in try block and then catch error like this. Okay. Yeah, I guess that would be better. Now what we will do, we will try to uh, get the result. Okay, so what I will do, I'll just show you data. Okay, so let us first console.log this so that you can understand. So I'm making a string with the same name, and I will just call this function like this. That's it. Okay. Yeah, it would be better. So here we are waiting for this fetch. Okay, to give us the data. Okay, once we have the data, we can easily see the result. So let us see the result now. I'll just refresh. So see, this is our response that we are getting from backend. So this is, we are getting this response from backend. See, this response we are getting from backend. Remember, I'll open this. Remember this response we get it from backend. What is written here? Response. So response is okay. There is a lot of details here, and it is telling me this is the URL. Some redirection headers are also there, but our data is inside this body. Our data is inside this body, but it is in a form of readable JavaScript stream. So it is not readable because this data is not in the form of remember JSON. We told the data has to be given in the form of JSON, just like you talk with your friend in a single language, back and forth. Both of you talk with each other in Gujarati, okay, or Marathi, or Hindi, or English, or Telugu, okay, right? So I'll close this. Understand this, how what they are doing. So here we are not able to read this data because it is not, the body is not in the form of JavaScript object notation. Okay, so what I will do, I'll comment this. Now I write const data is equal to await Pokemon list dot JSON. Okay, so here what we are doing, we are parsing JSON data from the response by backend server. Okay, so we are parsing JSON data from the response given by response by backend server given by backend server. Okay, you can take it. I'll look at like this. Okay, now I will see. Now I will see this. I'll write data, comma data like this, so that I can see which is my data. And you can also uncomment this, your wish. Okay, so yeah, let us see. That's it. Okay, so we use this dot JSON method to parse the JSON data from, filter the JSON data from our response. Let us refresh. Okay, okay. I see something. I see some data. Okay, okay, nice, nice. Okay, okay. Do you see this result? Just click on it. What do you see in these results? Who will tell me? What do you see in these results? Voice and screen is lagging sometimes. Oh, is my voice and screen lagging, guys? So sorry. Any topics that you want me to repeat, Praveen? 4 Pokemon data. Good, 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 good. Mukul, good, good. Tushar, Yasin, good. Yes, Priyanshi, exactly. So when I click on this result, I can see 4 Pokemons. This is the data that I want. So it is inside results. It is inside results. Okay. So it is inside results. So let me just make an empty array and push all these results in that array. Okay. So what I will do, I will write const Pokemon data is equal to what? Data dot results. Why am I using dot results? Can anyone tell me? Why am I using dot results? Who will tell me? Why am I using dot results? Why am I using this dot results? Why using dot notation here? Can anyone tell me? Exactly, because it is an object. Good. Yes, Praveen, good. Yes, Mukul, good. Exactly. So understand objects is 90% of JavaScript. Okay. So this is the data array of objects. This data is an array of objects. This is why I told you. Remember, if anyone remembers, I told you backend data, every response you will get as an array of objects. Okay. So the final data is like this, like this, like this. Okay. Final data is like this. Okay. So yeah, that's it. I'll just keep it just for your reference. Okay. And now what I will do? Okay. What I will do? Let me just push all the details. Okay. Inside this, you know, I want to display each of the results. So what I will do? I will just put everything inside. You know, we want to get separate array after fetching the data. Okay, so we will create a separate array. Let's say let const or let, what should I use? Okay, let it be const. Const results is equal to an empty array like this. So after, what we want to do, we want to get the data and we want to push it inside this array. Okay, because what will happen? You want your data to persist. Okay, we after reloading and rerun rerunning, is this the correct term? Rerunning the function, we don't want to lose our data. Okay, is it LOOSE? No, I think LOSE only. LOO is if some screw is loose. So after reloading and rerunning the function, we don't want to lose our data. Okay, so that is why what I will do, when I'm fetching the data, when I'm getting the data, when I'm pulling the data, I want to put it inside this array. I will push it inside this array because this array would be here. Okay, so yeah, so this is what logic is. So what I will do, I'll just write for const. See, these basics, if you know, you can understand more complex things. That is why, like I am telling you, this is just to show you about promise.all. That's it. We are not even building a React app. So I'm using a for of loop. I don't know if you have heard about. I'm using for of loop. Okay. It is just like a for loop, but we do not have to make an iteration or something. So Pokemon data, I will just console.log to see. Okay. So let us just console.log this Pokemon. I'll write Pokemon, Pokemon. Just count this out. Okay, so this loop will run on our Pokemon data. Okay, so let us see. I'll just refresh. Yeah. So this is first loop, second loop, third loop, fourth loop. Okay, good. Now we are running this loop. Okay, one by one, we are running a loop on this. So here we have to wait for each Pokemon details before moving to next. Okay, moving to next. Okay, it is not a best practice to immediately push every. We have to push the data one by one. Do you agree? In array, it is better to push the data one by one. Push method. What is push method? Push method is like first you have to push, then you have to write the push again, then again. Push only pushes one thing. So that is why I am using a loop here. Okay. So yeah, this is done. So one by one, I am getting the results. Now what? Now what we have to do? I will write here. I'll just close this, and I will write const, let's say details is equal to, we will again wait, and again I will write fetch. But this time, what is the key here? We want to get this URL. Okay. Why do we want to get this URL? I will tell you. See, do you see this number one? Pokemon /number1, which is Bulbasaur. Actually, in this URL that you see here, this URL that you see, okay, this URL that you see, we have the images, the photos here. So for first Pokemon, in this URL, we have this. Okay, and it is called as sprites, I guess. Sprites, yeah. So this sprite is the images. Okay, so I'll just copy this to show you that the images are here. Okay. Okay, Bulbasaur is sitting backwards. This is the image. So the image is inside this URL. Okay. So can anybody tell me how will I console.log if I want to only get the URL? Here it is, this Pokemon. If I want to get the URL, how will we? What should I do? What should I do? Can anybody guess? In this fetch, what should I write? This is nested. Can anybody guess? I'm not able to hear you. Good. Good, Praveen. We will push data in results array. Okay. Yes, exactly. Good, Samriddhi. Good. Yes. Good. Dot URL. Yes, you can do it. Correct, Priyanshu. Good. Hemal understood. Yes, Sahil, good. Yes, exactly. So it is an object. See, it is an object and the key is URL. So I want to get this URL. So I will write here Pokemon dot URL like this. Pokemon dot URL. So I will use fetch on this. And again, let us put this everything in try catch block. So try catch block. Everything is here and console.log the error like this. Okay. So I've put everything inside try catch again because it would be asynchronous because again we are putting using URL. Okay. So now again, what is the next step? Next step would be, can anybody guess? Just like our we have used this .json here, we will again use .json here. Okay, because it won't be parsed. Okay, we will not get the data. So let us just console.log this details data. Comma details data like this. Okay, so this is done. Let us see first. Okay, good. So this is the Pokemon and this is the whole array. Okay, whole array, and we want to get into sprites. Okay, so we are getting the data. Okay, Bulbasaur's data is here in this URL. Okay, then this is Ivysaur's data, and then this is Venusaur, then there is Charmander. So I'll just close this again. Now let us see. Yeah, so first Pokemon's data, second Pokemon's data, third Pokemon's data. Okay, so 2 times we are like getting this. This is because we are not using promise.all. Okay, this is because we are not using promise.all. That is the whole problem. Okay, this is what happens when we do not use promise.all. We have to run a for loop because these are all promises. This is a promise. Okay, first URL, then again you are fetching URL. So again it is a promise. Again it is a promise. Again it is a promise. So it will fail and it will give you an error or it will be resolved. Promises have 2 states, resolve and reject. Promises have 2 states, resolve and reject. So what you have to understand is that this is the first URL you are fetching again. Then again you have to fetch. Then again you have to fetch. Then again you have to fetch. Otherwise you will not get this data. Sorry, you will not get this data, the photos data. Okay, because everyone has their own backend URL. That is the problem. So that is why we have to look it into using this. And now what I will do, I'll just simply push the results. So I'll write results dot push, and one by one this details data will be pushed. Okay, so one by one we will push the data in. So yeah, that's it. Okay, and this function is done. It won't be out of scope. So what shall we do? Okay, in this try block, inside this try block only, let us methods is here now. Is outside of this. Do we need to return here? Yeah, I think it would be return results. Okay, I'm just checking whether it is working or not. You can write return results. Okay, outside of this try, I'll just give this in parts to you. You also run if you have any mistake. So till now, if you have followed properly, I guess you would be, see, this is outside. Okay, outside of this for loop. Okay, this is outside of this for loop. Okay, so I'm just returning this result. Okay, so okay, I'll just return the results from here. And yeah, I guess that's it. No need to return. I think I can just console log it here so that you can see final data. Something. Okay, let us see. And I will just comment this data. Yeah, I guess I'm just console logging this results that I've pushed in results array. Okay, so I'll just see. Yeah, so we are getting a final array. Okay, this will not give you any error because you have run a for loop. For each of this array, we have made a fetch. So for all these things, it is so hectic, so much problem for a simple thing that you don't want your data to get deleted, and also you want to run fetch again and again. Okay, again and again. Okay, so that is why we use this for loop. So to shorten this, there was a solution, and that solution was called as promise.all. That's it. That's the solution called promise.all. And you will see that it is so easy. Okay, it will be so easy that okay, let us see that in app. Okay, so this is our problem statement. Okay, okay, without promise.all, you without promise.all, you will not be able to get results from multiple fetch requests. Okay, until unless you uh, use multiple for loops to retain and to fetch multiple requests. Okay, so this is what happens. Okay, when you do not use promise.all. Okay, okay, so this is the problem statement. Okay, without that, and the promise.all solution we will use in Pokédex app. Okay, so this is the, what is this? This is this problem state. Okay, so I'll just quickly give it to you in that EPBL drive. Okay, so you just had to understand the problem. Okay, just have to understand the problem. Okay, that's it. Okay, you have to understand the problem. So this is the problem that you have to go through. Okay, I have uploaded it on the drive. You have to run multiple requests to if you want to get multiple URLs of this Pokemon data. Okay, so this was okay, but problem was that this fetch operation was okay. You were getting the data from backend. Okay, and you were using this API. Everything was good. You were using this line number 8 to get the data. Okay, and you were using this async await. You were catching this fetch API, which is a promise So you are getting the data, then you are parsing the data, you are filtering the JSON data, and then you are getting the results. That's it. So then we wanted more data. We wanted proper URL of particular Pokemons, because the images are in their own URL. So again, we had to do it, but this time we had to make multiple fetch requests because there were a lot of URLs, each URL for each Pokemon. Okay, so promise.all will help us to resolve all this. Okay, so let us see. I think it is promise all folder is uploaded. Just check that out. Okay, just check that out and see if you have any issues. I'll just drink some water. Okay, just see if you have any issues. Then we will set up our Pokedex using Vite and Tailwind CSS. Okay, guys. By the way, we have a test at 3:30. I hope you guys remember. Okay, so everyone, let us look into Tailwind CSS. 3:30 with the 3:30. 3:30. App.js. I have already given it in notes. Uh, okay, I've given it to you, Athar. Okay, yeah, I've given it to you, Athar. Please check it out. Okay, let us jump into Tailwind CSS. Okay, so what is Tailwind and all? I'll tell you. What is it? What are the things that you have to understand? So first things first is that it is just like Bootstrap that I told you. Okay, it is just like Bootstrap. This. Okay, so Tailwind CSS is that you do not have to make CSS files. You can just use the classes. Okay, we will just use the classes, and when you use that class, you can get the CSS properties. If I just go here to CSS, okay, you will see here. Just see here. Okay, so these are the classes. Okay, that you see here. You just have to write the class names and the CSS would be automatically adjusted. Okay, because the CSS library is with them. Tailwind has their own CSS library. You just have to use the classes. You can also make it custom. You can write your custom CSS also along with Tailwind. That is the beauty of it. But for starters, be comfortable with you can get comfortable with this CSS property. So you can see that in this class, they are typing something. They're using flexbox like this. So let us go into the docs. So these are the docs. So before docs, I'll just show you a little bit of this. Okay, so there are like n number of things here. Like let's say there's border radius, box shadow, a lot of things you can use. Okay, but first thing is that uh, you see this installation part. Let us do that. Okay, so using Weed, this is what these are the steps for the Weed project. So cd my project. Start by creating new Weed if you don't have setup already. Create it. So we will use this installation guide to install it. So first let us go to Weed and install our Pokedex, make our React app for Pokedex. Okay. So I'll just go to Weed, click on get started. Okay. Weed, get started, and I will just quickly copy this command npm create weed@latest. Okay. That's it. First, let us create the Weed folder. So I'll just click on Visual Studio Code and I will open the Pokedex app, Pokedex folder. Okay, Pokedex empty folder. Just in case you have not made a Pokedex folder, you have to make a Pokedex empty folder, everyone. Pokedex empty folder, everyone. Okay, open it in VS Code. Open the terminal. Open the terminal. Open the terminal like this, and I will paste the command. I will paste the command npm create weed@. latest. Press enter. npm create /latest. Where have I have copied it from here. Okay, I have copied it from here. npm create /latest. If the script is not working, what do you have to do? You see this small down arrow key? You can use command prompt. Okay, PowerShell sometimes gives a script problem, so you use command prompt. Okay, with this down arrow key, command prompt. Okay, so it is asking me for a project name, so I will write Pokédex app like this. Okay, Pokédex app. So project name it is asking Pokédex app. So after npm create /latest, I'll write the project name. Project name I will write Pokédex app. Okay, and then I can press enter. You also type. Okay, then it is asking me for a framework, so I will give React. Okay, React is a library, not a framework, but it has all the properties of a framework. Okay, sometime maybe tomorrow I'll tell you about framework and library difference. So React. Okay, enter. Then I will select JavaScript. Okay, so how many processes I have repeated? Just see here. So first was npm create /latest. Then they will ask you about project name. Okay, project name in the terminal. Okay, so project name you have to write Pokédex app. You can name it whatever. Then select a framework. So you have to select using up and down arrow key. What you have to select using up and down arrow key? You have to select what? React. Then select a variant. So JavaScript. Okay, JavaScript using up and down arrow key. You have to select JavaScript. That's it. And see, your app has been created. This much everyone has done. This much everyone has done. Okay, good, good. 3:30. Okay, that's it. Okay, somebody said please revise. Okay, terminal process. Okay, I will repeat. I will repeat. I am repeating it, guys. I'll just delete this folder. I am repeating. Okay, listen carefully. Okay, listen. So we made an empty folder in desktop. Then we what? Then we opened it in VS Code. That is what you are seeing here. That is what you are seeing here. Pokédex app is here. Okay. Then you have to open your terminal. Okay. If you are facing any problems, feel free to select any other terminal like command prompt from here. Okay. There is a drop down here, launch profile. You can select some other. So I'm using PowerShell. If you are facing any problems in any of the steps, okay. By the way, the steps I think I have given in some whiteboard. Okay, old steps I have given. So steps are already, I think, shared with you guys. So I'll just paste this npm create /latest. Okay, npm create /latest. Okay, okay, enter. So it is asking me for a project name. After npm space create space /latest, it is asking me for some project name. So project name, you can write Pokédex app like this. Pokédex app. Okay. Press enter. After writing the project name, press enter. Now it is asking for a framework. So I will write using up and down arrow keys. I will select React. Which framework we are using? React. Press enter. And it is asking for a variant. Which variant? JavaScript. JavaScript variant. Press enter. Okay. Done. Done. And I'm seeing my Pokédex app with all the things. Are you also able to see? Okay. And then we will be doing 3 commands: cd, Pokédex app, npm install, npm run dev. Everyone just do it and tell me. Then we have to use these 3 commands. Done, everyone? Give me thumbs up if it is done. Done, right? Okay, okay. Dislike, who did dislike? How to open terminal? See, you see here, there is terminal option in VS Code. See, your VS Code would look something like this. You see these 3 dots. In these 3 dots, you will see terminal. Okay, I'll just write the steps for everyone. How to open terminal? Atharva, see, you see these 3 dots? At the top, you will see terminal option and you have to click new terminal. Okay, now I'll just write down the steps for everyone. So first step is this. Then next step is you have to write project name, then select React. Okay, that is the one step. Then you have to select JavaScript. Then you have to select what? Select React, JavaScript. Yeah, that's it. Then you have to do what? With 3D. Yeah, that's it. 3D. Pokédex app, I guess. Whatever project name you have, Pokédex app. Okay, and then npm install. Okay, so but make sure in the project name, your project name should be Pokédex app. Okay, then only it will be, you know, you will be able to change directory. Okay, so make sure whatever project name you have to write it like this. I'm zoned out today. Okay. Okay, Tharva. Yes, you can use then catch, Sahil. You can use then catch. Okay, so I have told you the steps, everyone. So let us do it. CD, press tab, Pokédex, then npm install. Okay, these are the 2 steps. Remaining 3 steps. So npm install, because we do not have node modules folder and our file won't be running it. So npm install. Okay. So node modules folder is here. Okay, good. And then we will run npm run dev. Okay, then we will do npm run dev. That's it. Okay, that's it. We have already done this. I have given you the steps for it. Okay, clear? Let us install Tailwind. Okay, your app should be running. Okay, your React app should be running. Okay, everything is on point. I have already given you the steps. Let us quickly install Tailwind. Okay, so yeah, we have already done this. So to install Tailwind, I'll just copy this command. Okay, you see this get started with Tailwind CSS. Click on this using Vite option. So I'll just scroll down. Okay, this one. Okay, I'll just share it. We are here. Okay, in this link on Tailwind. I'll just share it. I have shared it with everyone. Okay, and then I will copy this npm install Tailwind. Okay, and to stop the server, I'll use Control plus C to stop the server. Control plus C to stop the server, and I will paste this command npm install Tailwind CSS. This done. It will not take a lot of time. Yeah, I think it is done. And if I look into packet.json, I will see where is Tailwind. Yeah, in dependencies, you will see this Tailwind CSS. Okay, that means Tailwind has been installed. Okay, Tailwind has been installed. And you have to make a file. Okay, beatconfig.js. I'll just make a file. Beatconfig.js since. So what I will do, I will right click on Pokédex. Right click on Pokédex and make a file. Wait, it is already there. Sorry. It is already here now. So it is asking me to put it inside beatconfig.js. Beatconfig.js. Yeah, I guess this is it. I think nowadays you do not have to make a separate Tailwind file. So I'll just copy this. Earlier, what used to happen, we had to make a separate file. So yeah, let me just check if everything is defined, config, import. So let us copy this second line from here. Okay. Copy this line. Then in plugins, we just have to write Tailwind CSS. Okay. Which plugins are there? Find config, export default. Yeah, I think after this. So I'll write plugins. Yes, that's it. So line number 3 should be there, and this Tailwind CSS. So we have, what have we copied? We have just copied this line and pasted it, and in plugins we have pasted this Tailwind CSS. This line and this Tailwind CSS line. Okay, these two lines are only we have pasted it. So let us check if Tailwind is working or not. Okay, but first, have you done these steps? Done the Tailwind copy pasting? Now your Tailwind is running. Sir, yesterday mentioned IBM course. Yes, it is compulsory, Shruti. How the certificate looks, uh, that I don't know how the certificate looks. Somebody is telling that they received the badge or something. I think Nancy or someone. Sir, how can we transfer our project in GitHub without download GitHub? Transfer as in what? Push pull. Pushing your code on GitHub, you're asking. I completed certificate, don't get. Okay, IBM link, and okay, you are getting digital sticker like badge, no certificate. Okay, then there that would be required. Okay, the badge proof would be required. Okay. Okay, so IBM course and IBM course link and quiz link I will share since it is 3:30. By the way, everyone did this tailwind steps. Anyone remaining? Did you understood what steps I took? First, only this npm install in terminal, and then there is this file config.js. Here, I have just copied this line and pasted here. This line should be there. Okay, and this tailwind. Okay, you can just take it. Take this. This is config.js file. Okay, I'll give you my app. Okay, I've given it. You can copy paste this. Okay, only badge is there, no certificate. Okay, then the only badge would be there. Okay, I'm not aware. Okay, I'll share the quiz for everyone. Hope everyone has done this tailwind setup. After that, it is just a few minutes of time, but I think it won't be completed today. But I will give you the Pokedex app whole code. I will give you, just study that code so that on Monday we can do some stuff with it. Okay, so I'll give you the whole code. Check out the notes link. Okay, and maybe on Telegram also. I'll join the Telegram. I'll share that also. So just copy this. Okay, with Pokedex folder, I will share it. Okay, in Drive. So give me a moment. I'm sharing the quiz link as well as the IBM link. Okay. So this is the IBM skills badge that I'm sharing. Skills link. Okay, IBM skills link. Okay, that I have shared to everyone. IBM skills link, and quiz I'm sharing to you in 3, 2, 1. Where it is? I'm sharing the link, everyone. Telegram link I'll share if somebody gives me. I'll share the Telegram link also, Jagruti. So IBM skills link and test link I have shared. Okay. So take your time, 10-15 minutes. Take your time and do it. I'll give you time. You do it. Once done, please type that you have. Tell me if you have done the quiz or not. Okay. Just type done. Next quiz would be taken, I think, next week. But next week it won't be 10. Only 10 questions would be there. There would be like 40 questions. So next week would be grand assessment. Okay, grand assessment would have 40 questions. Okay, Vidhi. So next week, Friday, if everything goes well. Otherwise, maybe it can be delayed to Saturday. Okay. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay, there are chances the grand assessment will be taken. Okay. You have to write your roll number, okay, in hall tickets number. Kaushal, I have given you the test link. I have given the test link in the Q&A only. What should I write in hall ticket? Roll number, roll number. In hall ticket, roll number, everyone. Branch name you can type your BTech branch, na? Tech branch, ENTC, CSE, Electronics and Telecommunication. Yes. No, no, actually, see, who is this? Manan. No. What happens? You will get a mail and with a project ID and a team ID. So in team ID, you will get other team members. Okay, you will get other team members information. So you have to like collaborate and do. So you cannot do it with your friends. Okay, you will be grouped maybe people from same college or from different college also. So it is not like you will be making projects, Manan, with your friends. Okay, I I know that like it is most favorable and it is good that you are interested to make a project with your gang, but like unfortunately this is not how it works in this program. So you'll be clubbed with different people. Okay, so that is the thing. So just make a Google Meet and connect, and also in the portal access you will be getting a portal access of our website, and there are proper steps how to make the project and all. Okay, so you have to take help from that and do it, and then you have to submit and wait for evaluation and marks and all, and then submit it. Branch is your computer science branch or electronic branch? Good, good. Okay, done. Good. So please send the link again. Okay. Which link? Test link. Okay, good push. No, actually, you will not get. After grand assessment only, marks would be disclosed. So next week, 40 questions, okay? Uh, Tailwind is library of framework, Bootstrap is framework. See, Bootstrap is a library. Tailwind is also a library, but why it is a framework? Because it has modular classes. Modular classes is that if you want to make custom CSS, you can you can do that in Tailwind, but in Bootstrap, I think in latest version you can also do it, but that is a new feature. So that is why like they have not change it to their name to framework or something. But Bootstrap is also a framework nowadays. You can add custom CSS in a single line. You do not have to like make a different CSS file. In the same class, if you can add custom CSS in Bootstrap also. So both of them you can say are CSS framework. But previously Bootstrap was a CSS library. Your wish, Sunny. Your wish, no problem. Your wish. You should understand the code. That's it, Sunny. Done. Okay, Akshay, done. Two quizzes have been taken with you. Two quizzes have been taken. Third quiz would be your final. Okay, Shambhavi done. Nancy done. Sakib done. Good, Sakib. Manu done. Okay, good. Mukul done. Nice. Yash done. Yes. They would be from your same college, Arya. Maybe the team is from same college, but maybe one or two members are from different college also. So that is one thing. Manish, good. Okay, Sanjana, good. Rajesh, okay, nice. Shruti done, nice. Coach done, Emil done. Test question repeat. Eh? Is it so, Ravi? Okay. How is that possible? In Google Show, both are framework. Yes, then I was correct only. Actually, regarding Bootstrap, previously it was so rigid in olden times. Like I think 4 years back, it was very rigid. And whatever questions that you used to find on Stack Overflow would only suggest not to disturb Bootstrap's own CSS. So that is why I said, Bootstrap works more like a library. Like, see, React is a library, but still it has all the properties of a framework. Everything done. Okay. Or you do not have. Okay, you need LLM IBM course. Okay, wait. Give me a moment. Good, Karthik, good. So there is so much rain. Can we have anything else for today's section? Okay, if you I just had wanted to like clean the app a little bit and then we can end the session. Don't worry, because we will not be able to complete the Pokédex app. I just want to like see if people have completed their quiz or not. If you want to leave push, you can, no problem. Okay. I'll just clean a little bit. I'll clean the app. Okay, and I will just uh, show you a little bit of what setup we will do. Okay, Dheeraj, good one. So most of you have done. Srushti has done. Okay, Sahil has done. Okay, Krutin has done. Nice. Okay. Hey, I have given it to you, I think, Abhay. You have attempted with the one quiz. Why? Nobody from your college is doing this program. Shika done. Okay, then most of you have done. I'll just share my screen. Okay. Aditya, other people's email ID and everything would be given. Okay. I think last week first quiz was taken. So which course you want, Abhay? Which course you want? On IBM, we don't have any web dev course. I don't know. You can search. Maybe it is there. Okay, Karan, good. That you have to manage. I don't know. You have to register, Brajesh. You have to register for the program and complete the whole IBM videos and modules. Okay, and then you will receive a badge. After the completion, you will receive a badge or a certificate. You will be asked to submit this badge. Okay, that means you have completed the module of IBM. You have watched the videos and you have completed. So that particular link would be there. Okay, particular link and everything would be asked. Okay, so the team will ask that, okay, where is your IBM's badge or a certificate? Have you watched the video? If you watch the video complete, it is just 1 hour. If you watch the video, see the videos and completed the module, then you will get a badge or a certificate. You have to submit that. For this program, you have to submit it. Okay, so it is compulsory for everyone. Okay. Okay, Neha, I've given it to you. Yes, Kush, yesterday it was done. This is for like absentees. Uh, Vidhi, at what time? Wait, okay, you can speak, Vidhi. I am allowing you to speak. A lot of, wait, you have a lot of message. Wait. Okay, you can speak, Vidhi. Tell me, what did you miss? Which quiz you missed? You can speak. I have allowed you to speak. Hello. Vidhi, you can unmute your mic. Okay.
Sir,
You can unmute your mic, Vidhi.
hello,
Hello.
hello.
Chat, am I audible? Okay, okay. Thanks, Atal. Uh, Listen and speak. Wait, I am again asking you to speak. Vidhi, wait. Wait, Vidhi. Hmm. Now you can speak.
Hello,
Yes, Azim, thanks, Azim. Azim or
hello.
Azim, sorry if I mispronounce your name. Okay, Sahil. No, Vidhi, I can't hear you. Speak something.
Hello, hello.
I think there is an issue with your mic or something. I'm not able to hear. Let me just change my microphone. Nothing. Okay, no problem. Vidhi, just which quiz you missed? I just like you said you missed a lot. That was the confusion. That is why I asked. There's some issue with your mic. I'm not. Nobody is able to hear. I guess anybody is able to hear. First one you missed. Okay, good. She is also audible, but I am not able to hear. Okay, Ritik, thanks. So first one link. Anybody has first quiz link? I do not have actually. That is the problem. If somebody has the first quiz link, nobody has. Please tell me what to do after opening IBM link. After IBM link, you have to register. You have to register and start watching the videos. Neha, Kaushal, available on Telegram. It's on Telegram group, Vidhi. It is on Telegram group. Oh, somebody gave. Who is this? Nirjal. Thank you, Nirjal. So, Vidhi, thank Nirjal. Okay, he has given you this quiz one link. Okay. Okay. Samarth is also given. Thank you, Samarth. Vidhi, if it is open, you can attempt it now. No problem. Thank you, Hemal, Samarth, Ritik. Okay, then it is not favorable to start the Pokemon thing. Okay, but I'll just show you if somebody has missed the steps, and then we will close the session. Okay. So I'll just close the session. So what steps have we taken? So we have just, copied this command. Okay. This command we have copied just in case if you want. Okay. I've copied this command. Okay. And this line I have copied and pasted it in weedconfig.js. I think, and this weedconfig.js, I am giving everything that is written. Okay. Everything that is written in weedconfig.js, I am giving it just in case. That's it. Your tailwind will start working. There is one more step. There is one more step. Okay. That this import tailwind CSS should be there. Okay. That's it. So I'll just copy this. I'll copy this import tailwind CSS and I will go to SRC and I will take an app.css and I will remove every CSS from here. Then I will go to index.css and remove everything from here. Clean both app.css and index.css. Okay, app.css, index.css, and then paste this @import tailwind CSS in index.css. This line should be there, okay, in index.css. Okay. So that's it. And now your CSS would be working. Okay. If you want to check, you can go to app.jsx. I'll just delete everything. I will write RAFCE. Delete everything and type RAFCE. Delete everything in app.jsx. RAFCE, enter like this. And me write something like H1 and I'll write tailwind is working. Okay. So what I will do, I'll just write a class. So in React, we write class as class name. Okay, we do not write say class, we say class name. So I'll write bg dash red 400. Okay, let us see. Oh, my app is not running. Let us run. Yeah, tailwind is working. Okay, so I'll just write a more thing like what should I write? H H1 is already there, no? Let us look into docs. Colors. You can use Control K, okay? Control K to search, or this search you can use. So a very small search icon is there. These are the colors. BG, this is for background. What is the normal color? Okay, okay, text. My bad. Okay, so text sky 500. Yeah, looks pretty ugly. I'll just right. Go back. Okay, so it is working. Your tailwind is working, and we can use anything. Okay, any of these things in the library. So whatever you want to do, any of the properties. So we'll use all these things in next class. Okay, but I will share the complete code so that you can study. Okay, so I'll share it in evening. Okay, like after 1 hour, I'll just give you the whole code. Okay, in this notes. Okay, so I'll just stop sharing my screen. But it not to show any video, it shows to introduction to. No, Aditya, I'll just show you. IBM certificate Vaishnavi, you will get a form next week. You have to submit your IBM certificate then, or badge link, whatever it is. Where is the skill certificate? I'll show you, Aditya. See, everyone, just see. Just see. So this is the IBM skills build link. Okay. You have to click on this go to activity. Go to activity. You see this go to activity. You have to go to activity. Click on this go to activity. When you click on this go to activity, you will go to this page. Okay, after clicking on go to activity. Okay, so when you click on go to activity, you will see this IBM learning platform will be opened, and you will have these things. You have to just scroll and complete all these things. Okay, so there would be a video somewhere, like I'll click on next. I'll just see. Okay, read. If there's a video next. Okay, so some scenario explanation or something. So they're telling you about what type of analysis is there for large language models. So it is a quiz which you have to attempt. Okay, it is a quiz. Okay, so you have to go to this you have to click on this go to activity. Okay, so completed. It is around 1 hour 30 minutes. Next week you will get a form and you have to submit your badges. Okay, otherwise you will not get the certificate. Please, everyone, do it. It is very simple. Okay, and you should understand like behind the scenes of like how LLMs work, especially if you are using Olama in your personal laptop or something. Okay, so you just have to complete these modules. Okay, 25% completed, just like that. Clear, everyone? Okay, then. Okay, then. thank you guys. I'll just close the session for today, and tomorrow, let us meet for mentoring and all. Okay. Okay, then bye, guys. Yes, it is a batch. Don't worry, Ishika. I'll share the code, guys. After 1 hour, I will share the whole Pokédex code. You have 2 days. Study well. Okay. Also look into one more concept, which is React Router DOM. Okay. So, like, I think we don't have time, so I won't cover it. You just keep it doing it. Okay, just you have 2 days. Just revise everything. Tomorrow also I'll meet. I'll explain a little bit more. If some mentor is there, like some other mentor is there, you just feel free to ask them. Okay, and also tell me like how do they respond, okay, to your queries. Okay, so yeah, guys, you can leave. I hope everyone has done the quiz and IBM link registration. So bye, guys. Thank you for your time. Have a nice weekend. Bye, everyone. Bye, everyone. Bye. Thank you for your time. Bye, everyone. Bye, Himal. Bye, Ronak. Bye, everyone. Karthik Karan. Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye, Praveen. Bye. Bye, Pushpa. Bye. Bye, Aditya. Bye, Dharya. Okay, Dharya, React is not working. Okay. Let us meet tomorrow. Okay. Okay, then bye. Aditya, topics will be given, like the operations team will decide which topics you will get. You don't have to select your own topics. Okay. Bye, Sudarshan. Bye. Bye, Neha. Bye. Bye, everyone. Have a nice day. Have a nice weekend. Enjoy. Bye, Aditya. Okay, Dharya. Good. Good, good. Okay, then I'm closing the session. Bye, guys. You can leave. Thank you for your time. Have a nice weekend. Keep learning. Bye.